All right, number 6. Number 6 says a candy store wants to create a mix using two hard candies. One of the mixes is $5.45 per pound. So that's going to be one of your unit prices. And the other is priced at $7.33. That's going to be another one of your unit prices. It's asking how many pounds of the 7.33. That's for your X. I don't know how many pounds X candy should be mixed with the 11 pounds of 545 candy to get a mixture of 614 per pound. So your setup on this problem is table, my pound, my unit price. Remember, I had 11 pounds that are 545 per pound. I have X pounds of the $7.33. And I want my final mixture to be $6.14. Okay, remember I'm adding these together. It's a mixture. I'm adding them together. So here, everything that I've done so far is from the word problem. Now what I'm going to do is I have X plus 11. I'm adding them together, and I need it to equal the $6.14. I'm going to multiply these numbers across. So the 545 times 11 is 59.95. And then I get 7.33x. And I have to do my distributive property here. So I have to multiply it with both numbers. And I'm going to get 6.14x plus, when I multiply those numbers, I get 67.54. Now I set up my equation. I'm going to add these two. I was thinking of equaling later. I'm going to add these two, and they're going to equal what's on the bottom. Okay? So your equation is going to look something like the 59.59 plus the 7.33x will equal what's in this box right here, and that is 6.14x plus 67.54. You have to solve that equation. As you go through the process of solving, that's the part that you should know. You're going to end up with 1.19x equals 759, I believe. And when you divide that out, you get x is equal to, rounding it to the nearest hundredths, 6.38 pounds. So you'll have to have 6.38 pounds to answer that question. Next problem. Number 7. Go to the book and read it. Number 7, it says party supplies. The metallic balloons are $2. The helium balloons are $3.50 per bunch, and it gives you a table below to fill in. Yesterday they sold 36 more metallic balloons. Okay, then the number of bunches of helium balloons. The total sales for both types of balloons is 281. Let B represent the number of metallic balloons. So if metallic balloons are B, and it tells you that they sold 36 more metallic balloons, your balloon bunches are going to be B minus 36. So in their table they have B. I wrote a 6. they have a B, and this will be B minus 36. For the B, you will have $2 for the metallic balloons, and it is $3.50 for the bunch. So this get whoop, I don't want to put that in there yet. So, and it also tells me that I'm going to have 281 total souls. Okay? So I get 2B here. This is going to be 3.5B minus the 36. And that's not wonderful. All right, so just some things you want to be able to skip over. All right, so we're going to have to go the 350 times the 36, and that equals 126. So that is going to be 3.56 minus 126. So you set up the problem 2b plus 3.5b minus 126 is equal to 281. 5.5b is equal to, will I be able to do that? 281 minus, oh, I got to add it now because it is minus, plus 128 equals 409. So this is going to equal 409. And then I have to divide by 5.5. So 409 divided by 5.5 equals, and you have 74 of those. When you subtract the 128, you get 38. So metallic balloons is 74, and your helium balloons will be 38. Whew. All right, moving on. Number 8. Okay, on number 8, it is saying financial literacy. Lakeisha spent $4.57 on color copies. She made 7 more black and white copies, then color copies. It tells you the color is 44 cents and the black and white is 0.07. So to save us some time here as we work through this problem, you're going to have this. Okay, so there's an X amount of copies for 44, and there's X plus 7 because she sold 7 more of those for 0.07 per copy, and my total is 457. So I need to figure out how many copies of each. Multiplying across 0.44x, 0.07x plus, when I multiply those two numbers I get 0.49. I add them together to equal the bottom, so I have 0.44x plus 0.07x plus 0.49 is going to equal to 457. And when you solve, you will get x equals 8. On number 8, x will equal 8, and that is 8 color copies. 8 color copies. Number 9. Number 9, it says fish. We have a 20-gallon tank, 3.5%, and 2.5%, and 3.7%. How many gallons of water with 3.7% salt content does Rosemaria need or use? Okay, so it's a 20-gallon tank. So at 2.5%, and I have 3.7%. Those are the solutions I have, and I want it to be 3.5%. I set up the X here as I read through it. They want to know how many of the 3.7%. How much of that? So that's where my X is. This up here then, my 2.5 is going to be 20 minus X. Remember, I have a fish tank, and the fish tank can only hold 20 gallons. So as I multiply across the top, I'm going to get 0.5 minus 0.025x. Here I get 0.037x, and here I am going to get 0.7. Now I set up my equation. For those people that don't recognize the box, I try to leave spaces. Somebody asked if you can do it without using the table. Well, there you have it. I did it without using the table. So we have 0.5 minus 0.025x plus the 0.037x is going to equal to 0.7. When we solve it, we end up with 0.012x equaling 0.2. So that is 16 2/3 gallons, or 16.6 repeating gallons. All right. Hopefully this helps. You're going to hopefully watch this video. When you're done with this video, you should have the book assignment of problems, page 137, 16 to 21. You know what? No, let's not do that. Let's just do the worksheet that I'm going to give you. It is the practice and word problem practice. It is a two-sided worksheet. Go ahead and do those problems out of the worksheet, or on the worksheet, and then we'll go over it all tomorrow. Remember, formula quiz tomorrow, and yes, we will actually take the quiz tomorrow as well. Good luck. I will be here in the morning for you if you need any help on Wednesday. Thank you. Bye. Have a good day. Good luck. Sayonara. Where is my done? There it is.